Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will be talking about architecture thesis, and by the end of this video I will be sharing some of architecture thesis topic that you can use for your own thesis. So stay till the end and watch the full video, and let's get back to the video. So if I start about an architecture thesis, it's the final project of every architecture student, and this is the time when you can show your whole skills that you have learned throughout, and you can show all the capabilities that you have gained throughout your college. You can show your design skill, your concept skill, whatever softwares you have learned, and whatever learning that you have gained throughout your semesters will be shown in this semester. And that is the starting point of an architecture thesis. And if I talk about stages of architecture thesis, there are a lot of architecture thesis that I will be discussing. And if I talk about the span of architecture thesis, it's around 16 weeks in my college, so roughly around 4 months. It depends on, maybe it can differ in your college. So stage 1 start with the selection of your thesis project. As an architecture student, you have to propose a project in your college with the help of your guide, and the project could be of any kind, and you have to explore the architecture of it, and the site area could be anything. The location can be diverse, so there's no limitation for that. Whatever you are interested and whatever you have learned in your college life, you can just continue that, and you have to just give your 100% in creating that project. So first of all, you have to propose that the site area, the site location, and why you have chosen the project. So this will be your first stage. And if I talk about the selection, in my case I have to give 3 thesis project, and 1 thesis project is selected for me, and the project that I am continuing is incubation center in Dwarka, and I will talk more about it in some other video. So let's move to the second stage. Once you have decided your topic, like what you have to continue in your further thesis, the next stage will be involving the research and analysis part of the issue that you have chosen, like what you have to solve after doing your thesis. So there will be a thesis proposition that you have to follow, and whatever new things that you want to do or whatever change in architecture you want to bring through the project, you have to do the research part of it. And the research part can be in form of literature, it can be form of survey, and even case studies, by analyzing what kind of already architecture has been done. Moving on to the next stage will be your defining your area program. So what is actually area program? Till now you must have been getting area program by your faculty, but this time you have to develop your own area program. So whatever you have been doing in thesis, it will be your own project, and whatever you have to create for it will be coming from your side. So even area program will be decided by you, and area program, for example, in case of my incubation center, there will be workshop, there will be labs, there will be a library. So these are the things that I identified, and then I have put this thing in my area program. So this is how you can develop your area program, and even you have to analyze the area that you are dedicating for a particular space. Stage 4 will be your technology armature. In technology armature, you have to research whatever technology that you have to implement in your design. It can be related to your green roof that you might want to incorporate in your design. It can be related to your structural system, what you have to follow, what kind of grid, what kind of column, what kind of trusses for large span that you want to follow in your design. These are the kind of things that you have to research about in your technology armature. Even the sustainability part of the building, and some calculation that you will be needing. For example, if you have to install your water tanks, if you have to install your lift, elevators, parking, whatever calculation is required, it have to come under technology armature, and you have to put all this thing in this chapter. The next stage will be your site analysis. In site analysis, you have to cover all the aspect that you have learned in the site. So there will be a site that you have chosen. So whatever learning that you had from your site, for example, what were the contexts around your site, were there high rise, were there low rise, and what were the main connectivity of that site from the whole infrastructure. What was the nearest metro station, what was the nearest bus stop, and how pedestrian people are going to access your site. So these are some of the site analysis that you can cover, and I will be making another video which will be related to site analysis and how you can do it. So this is the stage that you have to cover, and this is all dedicated to site analysis. And to do your site analysis properly, the best advice is you have to visit the site in person. If you can do it, just try to do it, because you will get to learn a lot of more detail about your site, and you can put all this thing in your site analysis. The next stage after all this research is your design directive. So this is the last chapter before starting your design. So whatever research you have done till now, you have to compile it in a form of design directive. Like, what are the key points that you have to take from all your case study, from all your area program, and from your all site analysis, and even the design determinants that you have identified when you were starting your project. So these are the things that you have to learn and identify, and then you have to start your thesis. The next stage will be your design development. In design development, you already have your design directive. According to that, you have to do your design, massing, and even zoning. Like, first you have to come from zoning, and then massing, and then your vehicular movement, and your pedestrian movement, what all your concept are there, and what all you want to try out, because this will be your first time when you can do anything with your project. You should love your thesis project, because that's your final project, so you can explore whatever you want in this part of the chapter. And at this stage, you have to try a lot of new iteration every single day. Like, if something is not working, you can go for another iteration. You can try different masks, and you can select one and then proceed further detailing all the plans, sections, elevation, and whatever interesting technology you want to bring in, you can bring it in that stage. And you have to think everything. You have to think about the structure, you have to think about the grid, columns. Like, that's a real part when this stage starts. Then you have to involve every design directive in that one thing, and you have to get an output as a design language. And the next stage will be your design outcome. So whatever you have done till now, you have to detail it more properly, and you have to make all the elevation, section plan, 3Ds, and even physical model. And this is your design outcome throughout your thesis, and this is the end stage. And after that, you will be having your jury. So after all these stages, you will be having your design outcome, and you will be having a design research. Like, whatever research you have done and you have completed your, these are all the stages that you have to document. And there will be a design research book that will be published under your name and will be kept in your library. So that's how the thesis will end up. And these were the stages, and these were these steps that will be followed up. And there will be some different chapter, like the name of the chapter can be different in different college, but so this is all about stages of architecture thesis. And I will be making more video in a particular, I will be covering every stages and making different kind of videos. And now I will be sharing all the topics that you can take for your architecture thesis. And first of all, I want to tell you about my architecture thesis, what I am doing. So my architecture thesis topic is incubation center in Dwarka, and I am working on it, and I will be sharing more of my thesis journey. As I promised that I will be sharing some of the thesis topic that you can use for your own architecture thesis. So let's go. The list start with Indian Ostium Center, Rajasthan International Center, National War Museum, Slum Redevelopment, Center for Traditional Arts and Craft, Socio-Cultural Hub, Fishing Village, Airport, Co-living spaces, redevelopment of International School, Museum of Knowledge, National Institute of Skill Development and Fashional Technology, School of Performing Art, Integrated Sports Complex, Mixed Use, Center of Excellence for Wood, School of Planning and Architecture, Bhogapuram International Airport, Rehabilitation and Vocational Training Center, Automotive Center, Residential School, Mixed Use Convention Center, Center for Spiritual Wellness, Riverfront Development and Transit Hub, Government Medical College, Convention Center, Palliative Care Center, Wellness Resort, Commercial Center, New Integrated Terminal Building, Integrated Mobility Hub, Healthcare Institute, Multimodal Transit Hub, Multi-Purpose Indoor Stadium, Cricket Stadium, Community Center, Coastal Beach Resort, Cultural Hub, School Design for Slum Kids, Beach Resort, Slum Redevelopment, Biophilic IT Park, Mixed Use Development, World Trade Center, Urban Entertainment Center, Pilgrim Center, Automobile Museum, Airport Extension, Eco-Tourism Hub, Slum Redevelopment, Sabarmati Riverfront Development, Community Center, Share Mixed Use Development, Gender Park, Vindhyachal Stone Trade and Center, Habitat City Center, Interpretation Center, Kiran Nadar Museum of Art, Reimagining Courts for Post-Pandemic India, Land Redevelopment, Intermodal Transit Hub, Mixed Use Skyscraper, Regenerate Urban Village, Mixed Use Transit Orient Development, Football Stadium, Sports Academy, Amphibious Flood Resilient Housing, Atal Incubation Center, City Museum, Vital Mixed Use Redevelopment, Beach Resort, Dwarka Corporate Office, Insight Cultural Center, Public Library, Aerospace Museum, Women Empowerment Center, Public Library and Recreational Center, Work Community Housing, Arogya Coast Kochi, F3 Arena, Riverfront Mixed Use Development, Vertical University, Agro-Tourism Hub, Handicraft Center, Center for International Film Festival, National Institute of Fashion Technology,